number you have reached has been disconnected.
Hello, dear listener, and welcome to the first official episode of Talk Creepy to Me. I am shooting this intro after I recorded all the content, so you're going to hear me at the end mention this again, but there was supposed to be a video component to this episode. I wanted to kick off episode 1 with video, and I was recording the audio for about 35 minutes before I looked over and realized my camera was not recording. Because you see, I'm what the French call Dumas, and I forgot to hit the record button in all my excitement. So, this one's going to be audio only as well. I'll put up a few visual components every now and then. You'll know it when you hear it to look at the screen, if you're watching on YouTube, that is. Otherwise, episode 2 is going to have the video component. I'm actually going to just shoot episode 2 right after this one is done, so I can work out all the kinks in the video right away. But with that said, enjoy episode 1 officially of Talk Creepy to Me. We got Travis Brunner.
Hey.
What's up, Travis?
Hi, am I on your podcast?
You are. Welcome to the Nope Too Creepy podcast. This is the call-in show where I ask people to share a creepy or paranormal experience from their life.
Wait, okay. Am I allowed to curse?
Absolutely, go for it.
Okay. So one time there was like I was walking through the supermarket, right?
Yeah.
And it was like it was like a Target or something, or like the closed section of a Costco. It might have been like a department store or something. And I could have sworn I saw these 5 fucking guys all dressed up in the same attire. They had like black striped suits or whatever, and they were walking past me and making all these weird noises. They were making all these like platypus noises. And I was like, what the fuck? And they were following me around the entire store. And then I finally was like, okay, this is fucking stupid. And I alerted the manager. And I was like, yo, these freaky striped suited fellas are making platypus noises at me and following me around. And they were like, oh, well, can you point them out? And I looked all around and I couldn't find them. And I had them check the cameras for these platypus men, and they weren't there to begin with.
What?
And I was walking around alone, like they weren't there at all in the footage.
Was this? Do you mind if I ask you some questions about this?
Yeah, go ahead.
So you said this was in a store. Was this at night or during the day?
I think it was like 8 p.m.
Okay. Did anybody else acknowledge these guys when you're in the store?
No.
And they started in the parking lot and followed you inside?
No, they just followed me around when I was inside.
So you walked in and they were already in the store?
Yeah.
Oh, what the heck? And you heard them making... I didn't know platypus... What's the plural for...
It's like Perry the Platypus. You watch Phineas and Ferb at all?
No, I didn't know.
The noise that Perry the Platypus make?
Because that's...
Again, but yeah. Also, everything I said was a lie. That never happened.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, but I have an actual story. If you want to hear a real story that happened to me.
But do you though?
Yes.
Okay. Let's hear it.
I do. I have a real story. So one time I was skinny dipping in the lake, and this isn't really paranormal, but it's actually fucking true. It's really true. So I was skinny dipping with my bros, like 6 bros, and like we're just having just a casual nude dip in the lake.
Like you
and
do?
I swear to God, we were like in the middle of the lake when the water was the darkest and the scariest.
Mm-hmm.
and a giant fucking, like a huge muskellunge. Like, I don't know if you know what a muskellunge is, but it's a huge fucking scary fish. It emerges below me, and it's like, it comes up perfectly between my legs.
I'm looking up what a
takes me
muskellunge
on
is.
its back, and it's just a giant fish. Like, it's just a huge fucking lake fish.
Oh, damn, that is
And
big.
next thing I know, I'm like riding this muskellunge like 10 feet through the lake, and it has sharp teeth like a fucking barracuda too. It's like I'm riding around a giant fucking monster, and it took me for like 15 feet, and me and my bros are like freaking out. And I wished I could have, like, someone could have gotten a picture of me riding this giant fucking scary fish, because I'm just like naked in a lake on top of this fucking monster, just carrying me around like a SeaWorld attraction or something. And we were all just freaking the fuck out. And that's probably like the scariest thing that's ever happened to me.
That's pretty intense. And that's, you know what? This channel and this podcast, it's not all about paranormal stuff. It's all about anything creepy, anything spooky. So that is amazing. I love that you just shared that. Did it really happen though? Or are you messing with me again?
Yeah, it actually did. I wish there was a picture.
Wow.
I honestly do.
That's like, pretty cool, dude.
I would get your information and send you a picture afterwards.
Too bad. I would definitely include it. I would definitely include it if you sent something, but you know what? We can all use our imaginations.
Yeah.
Did you have green hair?
I have a podcast too.
Oh, you do? You want to shout it out?
It's called Bruno and Big Mouth.
What is it called?
It's called Bruno and Big Mouth. I talk about movies.
Bruno and Big Mouth.
Yeah.
So you review films and stuff?
So hashtag subscribe.
Is it a video? Is it a YouTube channel or a podcast or both?
A YouTube channel. We're not on Spotify or anything like that yet.
Gotcha. Well, I'll leave a link because this is going to be on YouTube as well. So I will leave a link down below if you guys want to check out Travis in his movie review podcast. What is it called one more time?
Bruno and Big Mouth.
Bruno and Big Mouth. What's the latest review you guys did?
We reviewed the Korean film I Saw the Devil. It was kind of like a revenge thriller.
Oh.
Kind of by...
I've been wanting to watch that, actually.
Have you heard of that movie?
Yeah, it's on my to watch list.
Yeah, it's very good. It has the same actor as Old Boy, if you know that movie.
Yeah, I do. That's another good one.
And he plays the villain in that film, and he's really good. It's just great. Like, I think we're talking about adaptation next.
Cool. Well, I know I'll throw a sub your way, and I'll leave a link down below if any of my listeners are interested as well.
Awesome.
All right, Travis. Thank you very much for sharing. I'll talk to you later.
All right, bye-bye. I love you.
I love you too. Thank you. Okay, start talk. We got Rell. Hello, Rell.
Hello.
What's up, man?
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Not much, man. I just wanted somebody to talk to, man. I just feel like, why not talk to a total stranger, bro? To get all my frustration and pent up, whatever the hell I got going on now.
Hey, exactly. I think that's why this app exists. So you're in the right place. So I have a question for you. Rell, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, I have a question for you. Have you ever had any paranormal, creepy, or ghost experiences you want to share?
Not too long ago, well, I'm gonna just get a backstory. So basically, bro, like, I was staying at my grandma's house, and my grandma, like, what she said in her will, she was like, if I die, like, you know what I'm saying? Don't put me up to no machine and nothing like that. Long story short, family did that. So, you know what I'm saying? She died in the house.
Okay.
And, I remember one day I was at the crib, and I don't know if it's because I had like a lack of sleep or whatever, but it felt like somebody was just like whispering outside my door. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, don't get me wrong though, you know what I'm saying? My grandma was a God-fearing woman or whatever, and, you know, I got like I got like a rosemary in this house. You know what I'm saying? I'm Pentecost. I follow the denomination of Pentecost. You know, Holy Ghost. You know what I'm saying? Holy Ghost, whenever you start, losing your body or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Take control. And I got several crosses in the room. I got several Bibles in the room. So I'm just thinking like, yeah, you ain't stepping in this room. But in my mind, I'm like,
Right
maybe
on.
I'm tripping. So every time I'm like, oh, I'm tripping, you know what I'm saying? The whispers get louder and louder. And I'm like, you know what? Let me just go to sleep.
Yeah.
And it's like, every now and then I have like, you know what I'm saying? When I'm by myself in the house, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I stay with my aunt and my sister, but my sister be off at college sometimes and my aunt be off at work and I'll just be at the house sleep or whatever. But
And you'll be
I mean,
alone?
sometimes it'd be like, yeah, I'll be alone. Sometimes it'd be a bump upstairs.
Ooh.
Like not like a like, okay, like, I don't know, maybe a bird in there, like something actually just like fell upstairs, like something is going on up there. And it
Ooh.
wouldn't be like no, it's weird because like the way the house is set up, like, all right, it's like 2 layers to the house, you know what I'm saying? You got the upstairs, you got downstairs. And it's like my room, upstairs is like, my room, my sister's room, and then across from my sister's room, it used to be my grandma's room. But in between our 3 rooms collided, it was like a stairwell that would lead to the attic. But the house had burnt down, so the hole to the attic was sealed up. It used to come down and let downstairs. You can go upstairs. Man, I kid you not, man. Like I asked my grandma one day, like I was like, "What's upstairs?" She's like, "What you mean?" I was like, "What's up there?" And she was like, "What you mean?" Like, all types of old stuff. I'm like, man, I feel like it's somebody up there. She was like, what you mean? And me and my sister, we come together like, man, we be hearing bumps in the night. Like, not even on no, it don't be like no early in the morning bumps in the night. No, it'd be like 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night. My sister in the living room and I'm in my room and something go hit. And I'm just like, hey, Emerald. That's my sister's name. I'm just like, hey, Emerald, where you at? Just call her name. She's like, oh, I'm in the living room. And I'm like, okay.
Did your grandma ever tell you that
right.
she heard anything like that? Or is it just you guys that heard it?
Man, it was just us, but it's like at the same time, she never I'm black. Boom. Black people don't mess with that superstition. You know what I'm saying? If they believe in God, God gonna handle it. You know what I'm saying?
Sure,
if they're not superstitious, all right, cool. I'm still not gonna mess with it. Now, don't get me wrong though. If something was to pop outside my room and get to knocking, and I open that door, ain't nothing there. All right, it's only 2 things that can happen. Either you gonna come in my room or I'm gonna step out.
Yeah.
So we gonna throw hands. We gonna throw hands. I don't care. Like we can throw hands. If it's any type of paranormal activity, bro, fight me. Like, what's up?
Yeah.
I will cover my hands in crosses and Bible and we can get to hit. But it was just she never answered the question. She dodged the question. Like she heard the question and walked away. And I'm just like, that is so suspect. Like,
yeah,
that's so crazy. Like, let there be somebody in. Like, I remember one time, it was, all right, so all our rooms connect, boom. Then there's like a hallway and it's just a bathroom right there. I remember one time, my sister, I don't know if she left it. I believe, I don't know. I'm not going to say I believe she left the light on, but I remember my sister, I just walked out and seen the bathroom. Like, I had anger problems as in my younger days. So I used to like punch holes in doors and shit like that.
Oh, okay.
And there's a door there's a hole in the door in the bathroom. And I'm looking at the bathroom. I'm like, the light is on. And it's like, it ain't even like it's not even one of those like, oh man, the light is on. I'm just going to walk in there. Nah, bro. Like, I just heard my sister walk out the bathroom, right? And the light is on. And I'm like, what? You know, you have those, you ever seen anime or something like that?
Okay.
And like, you ever seen anime and it's like, all right, bro, we're both main characters. And let's say the villain is like ultra strong. And as soon as they enter the room, like immediately you can feel the tension change. because that person is so strong. You're just like, yeah, bro, like what the room just got so heavy, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was one of those moments. It was one of those moments, like, I'm staring at the door, like, bro, who's in the bathroom? I called my sister's name, and she's like, she's in the living room. I'm just like, who the fuck is in the bathroom then?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, at the same time, don't get me wrong, bro. I partake in the blunts, you know what I'm saying? I stuff leaves with trees, so I be getting geeked. So maybe that was me, but I don't know. But I kid you not, like a wave of like fear had like touched me and my body sank. And I was just like, not physically, but kind of mentally, I'm just kind of, my heart sank to my goddamn penis. I'm just like, who the fuck is in the bathroom?
Damn, that's messed up.
And then for like, I kid you not, for like 10 minutes, I'm standing at the door like, bro, if there's something in there, but it's like my mind's racing so hard, I'm just like, you know what, fuck it. This is the only rule that it can go down to. You in my folks' house, like my grandma's spot, I live here. If you a ghost, announce your fucking self.
Yeah.
Like, let me know some winning lottery numbers or some shit like that, man. Fuck, help me out with trades or something. Like, you work with me, bro. I better be waking up and you be on my laptop touching like trades and shit. Like, all right, cool, bro. I mess with you. I can't even be mad at you here. You know what I'm saying? But no, just weird shit. So boom, I did the best thing to me because the door was open. The door was closed, but the light was on. So I'm just like, bro, what the fuck? The fan is on and shit. I'm just like,
Damn.
So I just busted the door and nothing was in there. I was like, all right, cool. That's what I thought. Or it'd be several times, like you ever just caught something out the side of your eye and you just look at it and like, oh, that was just a figure. I'd be really feeling like people be watching me, bro.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Or entity, like, bro, I'll be in my car smoking a blunt or writing music or whatever the case may be, and I'm like going through the lyrics or whatever, bro. And I just like have this sudden urge to look to my left, like I'm in my driver's side of my car. I be feeling like somebody is sitting on the window watching me. Look to the left, nobody there. I'm like, okay, that was weird. Like,
is that when that happens? Is it around the same house or is it like just out anywhere that it'll happen?
No, that was just at my house specifically, but it wasn't like no. I'm about to say like if I remember one time I met up with some folks, you know what I'm saying, with like a mixer kind of sort of, you know what I'm saying. My bro pulled up on some women, you know what I'm saying. They had their friends or whatever, blah blah blah, the case may be. And I remember it was all smoking, and we heard this noise that sounded like it sounded like all the animals in the immediate area was running through the woods in a split second. Like imagine like everybody just in the backyard of a house. It's like a patio. Not a patio, it's like a gazebo almost. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like chairs to sit on and a table to sit down. Everybody's smoking, drinking. We just chilling, vibing and whatnot. Then like legit it's quiet enough for everybody to have a normal, decent conversation and not be screaming at each other. Like you kind of whisper and still have a conversation, kind of sort of. Yeah. So, boom, we just sitting there conversating. You know what I'm saying? Everybody passing a blunt. Boom, there's just a whole bunch of just action out of nowhere. It's so loud and abrupt that immediately as the sound goes off, like everybody gets up. You know, a couple people sit down because it's like, all right, well, I ain't got no fear. But I'm like, where was this noise coming from? What was the noise? Cause it sounded like a mixture between like deers, bears. It was like, you ever seen The Lion King? Yeah. And remember the scene where all the animals started like running over to the cliff to look at this baboon hold this mighty lion cub? Yeah, it sounded like that. It's like, let's say you was like the distance off in the Sahara, but not that far from the rock. So you would essentially hear a rush of animals rushing towards your position to pass your position to get to the rock. That's what it was. But it wasn't, realistically, you would just hear like a build up. You know what I'm saying? You would hear kind of footsteps, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Animal chomping the ground. Nah, it's just like they teleported right back by you and ran past you. I was like, what is that? Like, what's going on?
Were you guys even like near a forest, any kind of forest area when that
It
happened?
was it was some woods. Like, okay, so the house, the backyard was facing woods, and it
Oh,
was just like a little concrete little step out, and then it was like a table, a little a gazebo. You know what I'm saying? Like a little overpass. I guess like a wood. Like you just walk out on somebody's back porch, and it'd be like a wooden overpass, like wooden
yeah, yeah, yeah.
um pillars above and whatnot. It was just some real chill, relax. Like you probably pay like, I don't know, $750 a month type house. Like it wasn't for me down here where I'm from,
Hmm.
but it wasn't. It was most definitely woods on the opposite side of the house. So it's just like, bro, what? It wasn't the fact that what the sound was or where it came. It was just how abrupt, how immediate the sound came into play.
That's crazy. I've never
Like
even
it
heard of
was.
anything like that happening. That's like I can't even begin to tell you what I think that is because that's so crazy. Like it's so unheard of. What do you think it was?
I mean, I'm a firm believer in believing, you know, so aliens do exist, you know.
Hmm.
Two, you know, there are things in the world that we just can't see.
Yeah, I
If
agree with
you've
you.
seen a Wendigo at your Walmart, bro, you would be kind of, you would feel some type of way about that Walmart, you know, like, oh man, I can't go there. It's a dude wearing goat skins on his face and a phone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if we go to Area 21, it's gonna be like they gonna like touch you, like probably press a couple pressure points, and it's gonna unlock a specific section of your brain, and it's gonna allow you to see what has been around us.
All along.
Like you, yeah, like you just might go, you might leave immediately and see like a unicorn in a tuxedo talking on the phone, like, whoa, wait a minute,
Yeah.
what's going on, man? Pixies and fairies. It isn't like what
Like
it
Lord of the
isn't
Rings.
how I explain it. It isn't like all fairy tale, like, oh man, these people gonna be riding on dragons. Like, no, you might even see a dragon in the sky when you're on the plane or something like that, just flying past you, sitting in the cloud. And it's like, oh man, wow, I never seen this before, but you're gonna see it now. But it's so much it's just the sheer fact of so much that you haven't seen that seeing it now is gonna throw you off because it's gonna be like, well, dang, why couldn't I never see this before? Like, oh my God, why would I never? How could I have not? How could I have been so ignorant to the fact that my neighbor was a mermaid this whole time? And whoa, bro, that guy across the street, he's totally a werewolf. But it's like weird because I would have never known. Like I would have never had this knowledge base. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I
But
definitely believe there
that's why I
are
believe like
there are forces out there that we cannot see that are we're not meant to see. But I can't. I mean, I can guess what some of them are. I can't tell you what all of them are or what any of them look like. So I agree with you there, man.
But now I'm saying, in a sense, you know, because we are at this state, humans, I'm pretty sure people that see them, you know, they lose their mind, they go crazy because it's just like so much. Like the angels in the Bible, they're not angels like little babies floating down. They're like, I ain't gonna say hideous creatures, but you know, they're like made out of various parts of an animal. You know, got a couple eyes, got a head of a lion, head of a tiger. Like it's got all these different parts that come together. Like it's just like learning something new for the first time that you never knew. It shocks you to the point, but then it's like everywhere across the world we've been doing it this way. And you're like, whoa, I didn't know you did it that way, or I didn't even know people did that over here. And then you start doing like, whoa, wait a minute. You come back to America and it's like, what? I could have been doing this the whole time. I never knew.
Yeah.
So it's like in the oceans, man. There's so much in these oceans.
Oh yeah.
There's so much in these oceans. It's
Yeah.
so much in these oceans.
Yeah. There's
Then
only it's only like we only found like what like 10% of what's in the ocean right now. Is that what they say? Something like that.
I mean, they're still discovering new pieces of evidence of the new species of animals
Yeah.
that stay in these regions. But the craziest part about it is that there is a lake. There are lakes and there are oceans inside the ocean. You know,
Yeah.
there are it's crevices, it's passageways. You can go inside the ocean. I guarantee, probably, you know, if you had a submarine or something to really get down into those depths and really explore, there are probably crevices at the bottom of the ocean that are pockets in the ocean that you can go inside, and it'd be air inside there. It'd be, you know what I'm saying? It's just like a cave, but I don't know specifically because I've never been. But just speculating or hypothesizing on how much we haven't seen, or based off what we actually have seen, like the possibilities are endless. Then it's, you know, there's a theory. I was at somebody's house and they were talking about it. It was like, you know, the sun emits rays, right?
Yeah.
You know, there are things that come out in the night when the sun is gone and when the sun is out. You know what I'm saying? Those things that know that, like, I don't want to be around people because, I mean, why has Bigfoot been missing so long? I mean, I guarantee if somebody found Bigfoot, Caucasian or not, but I'm putting my money on Caucasian, they would have probably shot Bigfoot. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I have a trophy of Bigfoot. Like, bro, I'm the first guy I'm the first goddamn guy got them shooting with Bigfoot. Like, man, go on, man. Why you have to do him like that? Couldn't have just let him be what he was being? Like,
Yeah.
we already going through extinction with several other animals and whatnot. So I'm not really surprised to hear that there are places in the world people just don't go. There's places in the world that you can't go. Like,
Right.
we won't go there because, one, we don't know what's out there. We can't go because if you go out there, you may not be able to have a way to come back from where you went. So, guaranteed, there are things in this world that will go to those places where humans cannot go.
Yeah.
But, you know, as we grow as a civilization, as a collective of humans, population-wise, you know, we're going to, like, overstep that boundary and eventually go into those places. Now people step into, like, oh, it's an alien walking in Mexico. Or, oh, there's this unnamed sea creature that's just on the shore. Or, like, oh, man, like, we went in the jungles and seen this. I ain't never seen that before. It kind of freaked me out a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
eventually we're going to run into that. But, yeah, I guarantee and believe, like, how you put a light on a roach, it immediately runs.
Yeah.
And they were talking about how Elon Musk is planning to block the sun's, like, I guess, the UV rays from the sun. Like, he's planning to go out there and block the sun. But what they were saying in the house was like, you know, things come out in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
So if you take away the sun and make it dark for, I don't know, like a month or two or so, you know, a lot may happen than what in space doesn't really change. You're just out there. You might be out there for weeks at a time.
Yeah.
Or, you know, he might block the sun for, like, what it seemed like 10 seconds to him. But then out here, we got all types of unbehaved, critically raged creatures. Just like, oh, what? The sun ain't coming back? Yo, I'm finna come out here and see what this Walmart hitting on. Like, I've been hearing about this Walmart. I don't know what it is, but I'm about to go adventure because the sun is in it, you know, to keep me away. Things come out in the night. But
why are these monsters always going to Walmart?
I don't know, man. I'm thinking on the premise that we are not the highest food chain on the earth right now. We're not the toppest and the smartest of beings. Like, there are things out here, but I guarantee the way that they run their daily routine is to mostly avoid us. So, you know what I'm saying? They don't get caught. Like, I'm pretty sure, man. I mean, I'm just saying, hands down, if I was like just hypothetically speaking, if I was like a demon or something like that, real primitive, you know what I'm saying? I'm out here eating berries, slaughtering deer to eat, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know, a traveler passes by, he kind of lost. That's a free meal. I'm sorry, I'm hungry, and you look like a plate. Hey,
Yeah.
it is what it is. But I know for a fact, I'm not finna like, in my mind, just me thinking primitively, I don't know if everything is like that, but just hypothesizing, I know that these humans have these pointy metal rods that shoot metal ovular pieces, and they hurt bad.
Yeah.
I guarantee any animal that has seen a deer get shot in the head by like a sniper rifle round was like, oh no.
Right.
No, not me. No, not me.
Yeah.
I'm going for it. Push me in a corner, then maybe I'm going to be obliged to attack you. But out of my way, seeking that smoke,
No.
Nah. The military catch all the craziest stuff. Any branch.
So
Navy, Marines,
our only strength right now is like
it.
our numbers and like our technology. And once that's gone, you think these other creatures that are higher, they're more apex predators than us.
Hey, I'm just saying the what was it called? The Pentagon was like, we can't officially release information on the aliens because we don't want to like spook the public, you know?
Yeah.
Like once you, it's one of those like, I walk around my room every day and I may know everything, where everything is or whatnot.
Right.
But let's say I don't know where something is and I see it's there one time. It's going to be an image in my mind like, all right, cool. Next time I walk in the room, I know where those biotin pills are. They're right behind my console.
Yeah.
I didn't see them before, but now that I know, okay, they're right behind the console, every day I'm going to walk in and see them like they're behind the console. Mm-hmm. Now it won't escape my mind. So for them to officially release like, hey, yeah, aliens are real. They've been here many times. We don't know how many times, but they've been here. They've been doing what they want, you know. Just be wary because they're here. You know what I'm saying? Here's video evidence, proof, 4K of them, you know, doing whatever the hell they do.
Yeah.
Guaranteed, it's gonna be one of those moments where people will start questioning, you know, conspiracy theories, everything. It's so weird how it's a little off topic, but the laws of attraction, you speak things into existence. I mean, they can be peaceful, they can be angry, they could just, you know, we just want some of this water for a second. I don't know what a mango is, but I heard it from my translations. A mango is actually pretty bust. Let me get a mango one time. Like, you know, be any type of motive, the reason why they're here necessarily.
Yeah. But
the reason why they won't release it to the public, because 9 times out of 10, people gonna resort to violence.
Yeah.
And that's just the way that like pretty sure aliens are in space. Like, hey man, when you get to this planet, do not show your face. What do you mean? If you show your face, they will try and kill you. Why? I have the slightest idea, but this has been happening for millennia upon millennia upon millennia. You know, olden times they worshipped us like we were gods because our technology, but I guess their technology surpassed at certain points. Now they like, we're the gods of this planet. It doesn't need to get to there. So listen, just do yourself a favor. If you want to see your family when you leave this planet, do not show your face.
You know what that reminds me of?
If you do,
have you heard of that island? It's like the remote island in like South America or something where like you're not allowed to go there because the second you go there, the natives, even though their technology is very primitive compared to us, it's like bows and arrows and spears. Like they kill anybody as soon as they step foot on the island. So it's like it's like, what if the aliens are looking at us like that? Like they're primitive, but we're going to give them their space because they're going to kill us if we try to even communicate with them. That's what it sounds like to me from what you're describing, and it makes sense.
With that island, I'm pretty sure somebody in the past made it to the point where nobody can come to this island.
That makes sense. They were
I don't know
like,
what they did.
they're like, all right, that was the one time. We're not going to let it happen again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. People came over here and started slaughtering our people. This shit done happened too many times. Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody that steps on this island, we gotta kill them on sight.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Go watch the beach. Go watch the beach. Watch the beach with your life, like your life depended on it. Because the next person that might pull up, we gotta kill him.
Yeah. Well, dude, this talk was way more in depth and interesting than I even had hoped for. So thank you for that. I heard you say earlier do you write songs? You said you're a musician.
I do.
Do you want to plug your like music or anything? Because this audio is gonna go on YouTube and SoundCloud and stuff. So.
Oh well, follow me on Instagram.
What's your handle?
Excuse me.
No problem.
My Instagram is j.rellington, Rellington. I repeat, that's j.rellington. Go look up my YouTube.
Okay.
The same thing as my Instagram, just without the @ symbol on YouTube, j.rellington. My artist name, I would say my musician name is PRS Rell. So that's PRS space RELL on all platforms except for SoundCloud. I got an artist out, PRS South God, which is PRS SOUFGOD, South God. Got a couple albums out, couple singles out, you know.
Sweet.
I treat my music as it should be, as an art.
Right on.
And with my art, I express how I feel. I express, you know, sometimes I bullshit. Sometimes I don't know. I just might say some random shit. I just might go from talking about fans to flapjacks on the beat. Whatever the case may be, you know?
Yeah.
It is what it is, you know? Like, this is how I feel. I feel like talking about how fans blow and then immediately talk about how good flapjacks are. So.
Right on, dude.
But it's just, I do what I want with the music because I make the beats and I write the music. So it's just
nice.
Like I have both options at hand.
Yeah. Nice, dude. I'm going to leave all those on the description or whatever, on whatever platform people are listening on so they can check you out. All right, man.
Dang, they going to kick me out?
Nah, man. They're not going to kick you out.
I understand, man. You want to use me for my mind. It's all good, man.
No, come on,
Charitable donations.
I got to get going. This is the longest interview I've ever had.
Hey, man. I'm a interesting and unique, different individual.
Yeah, I agree. You guys, you're living in like 3000 and 3021 right now. And now I'm never gonna look at Walmart the same. I'm gonna be thinking there's a Wendigo behind me.
Hey, man, you won't know until you see it. Because I guarantee the first person or a group of people, whatever the case may be, that see mythical creatures and realize, oh, these aren't mythical creatures, you're going to see a whole bunch of them then.
Yeah. Well, I hope not, because Wendigos are horrifying.
Yeah. But, you know, the world, fear is based off the unknown. So, once you have a knowledge base, it may not even be that bad. Not saying that a Wendigo will not skin you alive and wear your skin, because I mean, shit,
That's
how
what they
they are described. But
yeah,
That's how they describe. But I mean, hey, you might just goddamn. Fuck it, man. This shit's getting crazy, man. Buckle down. Might spend like 2 years getting a job, working that, save up, get a car, then go to your landlord, and boom, old ass Wendigo.
Yeah.
And you just looking at the Wendigo looking at you. But it's like they know that you looking at them in their true form. Like, you skin people and wear their skin. You do that, don't you? I don't even want to hear the answer. I just want that question to just be in your mind. Like, you do that, don't you?
I'm on to you.
How much for this room, man? How much for this? I'm on to you, but I'm not on to you. Like, we're going to keep it a secret. Because, I mean, I want to live here, you know?
Right. Man. All right, Rell. I'm going to check out your music. Thank you again for the crazy talk. That was awesome. And take care, all right? Have a good night.
You too as well, man.
All right, later. So, as you probably know by now, I am a dingus, and I forgot to actually hit record on the video camera for this episode. So, this episode is going to be audio only as well. I am such a clown. It's not even funny. But yo, Rell had some stuff to say. Damn, this episode is going to be almost an hour long. He took it to some crazy places. Hey, good. Wow. Okay. This episode, okay. Anyway, I got some editing to do because there's no way I'm uploading this at its length at its current state. But if you want to watch or listen to rather the uncut version of that interview, check out my stereo page at Nope Too Creepy. What is at Nope Too Creepy? And I think that it archives everything. Oh, why did it name it this weird thing? I think it's if you don't give it a name, it names it for you. So it named my last two talks.
Hello, Rell. What's up, man?
Oh, that's me. If you don't name your talks, I guess it names it something random. So my chat with Travis and my chat with Rell are both called "It's So Hot in Dubai That the Government is Artificially Creating Rain." I thought that was someone else's like tagline. I'm still getting to know the app. So far, it's really interesting. I do notice there's a tendency for the people to divulge into politics. And if you guys know anything about the channel, I try to steer clear of politics on this channel. I want Nope Too Creepy in general just to be a haven because everything's politicized nowadays. I want at least, I want to create this one safe haven where you can just come and be spooked and enjoy some funny or creepy stories or creepy funny stories if you're talking about the guy with the platypus suit, man. But yeah, so the uncut version with the Rell interview, he does divulge into politics, and I didn't want to cut him off because it's his right as an American to say all that. But as far as what's making it into this final cut of this podcast, I cut that part out. So if you want to listen to his views and all that, check out the full interview on stereo, link in the description. But other than that, everybody, I think that'll be the end of this episode. Hopefully episode 2 will officially have the video component going live. So check back for that next week. Until next time, everybody, remember to stay safe out there. I'll be seeing you in the next episode.